Hey everyone, it's Todd from Gila Games. I'm going to show you some gameplay from the upcoming Rising Star 2 video game. I'm going to show you a little bit about character creation and what's involved with that. Okay, here we are on the main menu. I'm just going to go ahead and click New Game. Okay, on this screen you will see the default character, and you can click and rotate to get a better view, drag to get a close-up. It will automatically do that if you adjust certain properties. You can adjust do the eyes, it'll zoom in for you. Do other body parts, it'll zoom back. That way you can get a better look at it. So you got to put in your character's name. This will be a first and last name. I'm just going to call this Shady O'Grady. And the band name, I'm just calling the Lucky Strikes. I don't know. And you can choose male or female. I'll choose a male for now. Choose your skin tone. Quite a range here. And choose a hairstyle. There's many to choose from. Some look more feminine, some look more masculine, but they're all available to all genders. Let's go ahead and, I don't know, maybe get the mohawk. There we go. Change the hair color, whatever you want. Looks pretty killer. Alright, change the eye color, which really isn't super important because you don't get really close to the character's eyes to see them much anyway. So I'll just give him some brown eyes. And then you choose your instrument. Remember, this is the character that is the leader of your band. You're going to end up recruiting other members of the band that play different instruments. So this is the instrument that your main character plays. And I'm going to choose bass guitar. And then of course over here you can change your look, and you can randomize everything if you want, but that also randomizes the hair, skin color, and everything, and I don't want to do that at this point. So you can make them taller, shorter. I'll make him a little short. Adjust his waist, his butt size. Just give him a big old badonkadonk. And well, let's just go with that for now. And you have to choose an aptitude skill. Whenever you level up in the game, you get skill points to assign to these 6 different skills, and whatever one is your aptitude actually gets 2 points for every point that you assign to it. And each one has a different benefit. Sometimes they come into play earlier in the game. Some of them come into play later in the game. For example, songwriting, and that's immediately useful. Playing is also useful pretty early on because it helps you during practice. But production and stage presence come into play later on when you finally get a gig or start recording. Business helps with the prices of just about everything, so that's always good if you want to save money. Repair is good if you want to save money repairing your gear that gets worn out. Or you can buy used gear and repair it and sell it to make a profit. So that can also be useful early on. It takes extra practice though to be successful at repairing. So even right at level 1, repair is hard to do. I'm just going to choose playing. Click next. Now on here shows the continental United States, cities all over the place, and it's pretty much all the cities that have at least 100,000 population. Couple of minor exceptions. Traverse City really only has about, I don't know, less than 50,000 population, but it's my home city, so I put it on there. Also, I'd like to mention that the graphics and anything that you see in this video are really subject to change before the game is released in September or August. So let's see, I'm just going to choose Detroit. And you can see the population of all of these. And this one says 100,000, but it's not really true. And you can choose to enable the tutorial. I'm not going to enable it for this video since I'm explaining everything myself anyway. But if you're playing it for real the first time, definitely click yes. It starts off here on the musician profile screen, shows you some information about your character. Cash says 0, but the band says 2,000 because since you're the leader of the band, you actually represent the band money. It always says 0 for you, for the main character. Level 1, these yellow pluses mean that he has some skill points to assign. Okay, I went ahead and put a couple of points into playing, which actually gave me 4 points. A couple of points into songwriting and 1 point to business. And you can point at any one of these skills and get a tooltip that explains what they do for you if you're ever not sure when you're assigning your points how you want to do it. Also down here, the attributes, everybody starts the game with 100 inspiration, 100 health, and 100 happiness, and your main character is always a 50 ego because it's right in the middle. Ego is not really a factor for your main character, but it is a factor for the musicians that you recruit in your band. Now the inspiration, health, and happiness will automatically adjust, go up and down as you do things in the game. So you don't assign any points to that, that just happens. On the appearance tab, this is where you can change your hair anytime you want. You can change the hair color. You can change makeup options. You can change your eyebrows. Some more makeup options. Now the males only get the facial hair options, and you can click this to synchronize the hair color with the beard color, or you can make them separate and just go crazy with the beard. You also have other options for clothing down here, but you don't start with very much. You only start with the shirt and pants and shoes that you see here, plus a couple of different pairs of underwear to choose from. You don't start with any equipment, but I did go to the store and buy some things. This bass gives me +2 playing. These strings give me +2 playing. This amplifier gives me +1 songwriting. And these are the required items that you need in order to do something. The effects processors are always optional. They just give you extra bonuses if you decide to fill those slots. There's 3 different equipment configurations, and each configuration will automatically be equipped with the best item for the bonuses that it gives you. Right now I only have 1 bass, 1 type of strings, and 1 amplifier, so all 3 configurations use the same equipment. But if let's say I got a bass that gave me better songwriting ability, then the songwriting configuration would be using that bass instead. These numbers down here in parentheses are the effective skill points after the bonuses are applied. So we got +2 playing here, +2 playing here. That gives me +4, so 9 is the total. And then +1 songwriting down here gives me 4 for songwriting. And there you have it. That's creating a new character in Rising Star 2. Look for it in August of 2020.